Well, good day everybody. Welcome back. I've decided to do my videos and my pouring on Sundays because I need to give myself a bit of a break. So I hope you enjoy this one. I'm going to be using a lot of new colors. Of course, I am showcasing Le'Rez pigments. These are the new sparklies. They are not they're not in the shop yet, but they will be soon, and they're not glitter. They're just really sparkly, fine kind of powders. And these are just my Amethyst Dream. I've mixed this one with the spreader medium, the Matisse spreader medium. I just want to see how it works with resin. And this is just a turquoise blue, and then I will be using a new matte, really pretty red. This is mixed with the Matisse spreader, and in here this is what it looks like mixed with the epoxy binder. So I'm going to be using both just to see, because I've had people ask me a question about you know, how do you mix, can you mix powders with different mediums to use in acrylic paints. And I've mixed, I've got one here mixed with water. This is that same red, and it's mixed with water, and you can tell that it's working is when you tilt it. Oh, of course you can't see that. The bottom of the cup should, you can't see the bottom of the cup, but it should show, oh, maybe from this angle, if you look at it here, it shouldn't leave any kind of residue, shouldn't leave any little specks of anything. So this is mixed just with water, so it can be used as a dye, or as a, you know, ink even. Put in a little bottle and, you know, Bob's your uncle. So this is my Blueberry Crush. Obviously this one, when mixed with other mediums like the spreader medium, it will be just slightly darker than this, but when mixed with epoxy binder, it looks like this. So this one is going to be called Blueberry Crush, because it just reminds me a little bit of blueberry jam, or it reminds me of blueberries. So I like to mix them with a binder so that I can see what it will look like in resin. So anywho, well, let's see how I go. I've got a new gold. I'm going to try that out as well. I'm going to be trying out my sun catcher. This is an amazing pigment, because when you put light onto it, you can see this golden specks, and it looks like sunshine in a jar, which is just amazeballs. So let me get mixing and get crack-a-lackin'. Okay, so all you new newbies, or old newbies, or new oldies, whatever, I am going to measure. This is a Aldax Crystal Cast epoxy resin, and it gets measured by weight. So I think I need about 160, 180 milliliters for this piece here, which is about 40 centimeters. So I'm going to mix a little bit extra just to, you know, have some for whatever, just in case, as they say. So let's say about 60 of the part B, which is my part 1. Okay, go 60, a bit more, let's make it 65. Oh, oh, bugger it, let's go to 70 then. I should get a pump, I know, bit difficult doing it this way. Okay, so 69, come on, surely that's 70. Okay, 69 is good enough. Make sure you put the right lid on, otherwise they will seize up. So 69 and 69 is what, 120, 138. So let's get rid of this one. So I need another 138, which I don't. 0. 138, 140, that's fine. I think I needed a bigger cup, but 80, 90, 100. Oh my gosh, this is not gonna fit. It'll just fit. 130, 140, okay. Every resin company allows, if you go 1 or 2% over, even up to 5% over or under, it doesn't matter. So don't worry if you're a few grams up or down, does not matter. I guess I'm just going to grab get a few more stirring sticks and a bigger stirring stick. Let's stir. So this is an easy part. All you have to do is stir until there's no stringy bits. So see how it's all milky and murky in there? You want it nice and clear. So I won't bore you with that. I will just come back when it's all mixed. It takes a minute or so. Okay, all mixed up, nice and clear. Got lots of bubbles in there, but that's not worrying us at all because we can just not worry about them. We've got a blowtorch that'll pop all the bubbles. So here we go. Just going to get some of this red pigment that I've already mixed in with the binder. So I'm just going to pop about this one. It's quite transparent, and this is a matte colour. So I'm putting that much in there because I want quite a bit of it in there. Then I'm going to go with this gorgeous blueberry crush. Once again, this is already mixed in with the binder, so it's really easy for me to just pop it in and not worry about all the little particles that are flying around. This is another matte colour and it's transparent, so I'm putting quite a bit in there, like so, maybe even a little bit more. I've mixed this quite thin, but it can be mixed thicker, so you can mix it to whatever consistency you want it. That one, and what else did I say? Yeah, some of this new gold, which I might like to try in a small little cup. So I've mixed this one with a binder as well. This is a powder which looks like this. Very fine. I'm pretty sure it's about 10 to 15 microns. So when you're looking at pigments, you want to look at the smallest, kind of smaller number of microns in there. I'm just going to have a little bit of that gold just to see how it works. And what else did I say? Right, so I wanted some of this silver. Another new colour to add. So I'm sorry that I'm, oh gosh, have a look at this. How beautiful is that? That's the powder mixed in with the binder as well. What I was going to say was I'm sorry that I'm actually doing this with the colours which are not available yet, but because I don't really have time anymore to test these things and do videos as well, I thought I might just combine them, and then I got kind of two things done. The Amethyst Dream, you know, I do have, and the turquoise blue I have as well, so I'm just going to add yeah, and my nice little shimmeries. I think that's plenty. So I've got some main colours here. There's not a lot of that. I've got the red. Anyway, let's start mixing. Okay, so just going to add some in there. That's the red, and this one is the blueberry. It just looks so yummy. Okay, and it goes. Just gotta leave it in there for a while and then mix it in a second. A little bit of that gold. Now with the powders, I know there's a rule with the pastes and paints that you put in 10% maximum. I tend to put more or less because they mix really, really well and they work super great with epoxies. So I'm not worried about it kind of going seizing up on me, or you know how resin goes kind of hard and you can't do anything with it. So with these powders, you can comfortably add extra. Oh my gosh, look at this color. So just taking a little while to lift that paste off the bottom. Very transparent. So I might actually add some more powder to it because I mixed it kind of to be transparent, but I need some more, so I'm going to add some more powder to it. Look at that, yummy. But I need a stronger color, so I'm just going to get some more of that powder and pop it in there. Usually I have the powder in the cup first, but now since I've already mixed it, I'm just going to go like that and just make it extra harder for me to mix now, but it is what it is, so I'll just give it a really good mix now. These matte colors, they need a little bit extra time to mix, and the pearls like this one here, they just mix really, really well. This is why I mixed it with the binder first, so that I don't have to be doing this now, but yeah, it's going to take me a couple of minutes to do this, so I'll be back. Okay, on to the next one, which is this lovely red. So just lifting that paste off the bottom, and always great, try not to drip in these. And you know that you can mix you know that you can mix the colors together as well to make different colors. I'll do a video one day on that, just so that you can see how easy it is. You don't have to buy every color there is. This is a really pretty red. It's actually red and not a pink. Sometimes you use red powders when you mix them with epoxies. They turn pink, but this is definitely a red. Okay, now let's go with this gorgeous silver. Don't want too much of it. Well, let's see how that mixes. That's got that spreader medium in it, which you don't really have to, there's no need to use the spreader medium for resin. I was just testing it to see how it will work with the acrylics, and I had some in a cup left over, so I thought I'd just mix it with resin, and it's not mixing the best because that spreader medium does something to the pigment and it's leaving these little specks, and it's not doesn't look pearl anymore. So that's very interesting. It still looks pearly with the spreader medium, but not once it's mixed with the resin. Very interesting. However, when you're mixing the actual powder in with resin, it's pearly. So that spreader medium has changed the consistency, has just changed the whole chemistry of this thing. It's just turned into little speckles of, I'll still use it because I'm going to have glitter, so once I put glitter over it, it'll work. But interesting, learn something new every day. See, as a supplier of these pigments, I've got to know what I have and what I'm dealing with, and when people ask me, I need to have the answer. I'm not one of those people who just sells things, you know, and not know about what they are. So I need to know. That's why I do these tests and experiments, and it takes a long time and effort. Okay, so that's looking great. Look at that. Beautiful. Gorgeous, gorgeous, and gorgeouser. Okay, so let's go with these lovely sparkles. Here we go. I'm just going to put a little bit just to cover the pigment, and then I'm going to stir it into a paste. Like so. Just stirring it into a paste. Like so. Thick paste. And then I'm going to add some more. Oh my gosh, this is really cool, this one. I get excited. This one is like a rainbow pearl with golden specks. I can't even see if you can see that. Just want to give it a really good, because this is a little bit like a glitter, a super fine glitter. So I've got to make sure I get all of that up from the bottom. Okay, so that's that one. Do the next. Oh, this one's really fine. Super fine this one is. And this is like a violet two-tone. Let's have a look. Add some more of that in there. Give that a good stir. Just an interesting pigment to play with. And once I add it to the resin, you know, I'm going to see what it actually does. So that's really thick now, so I've got to thin it down a little bit. See, this is what I'm saying, when you mix in these powders with resin, it's they work pretty good. You can put a lot in there, because I really want this to be nice and thick. Okay, so this is going to be very interesting. Can you see violet in there? When you look at it from the side, you can't see anything, but when you look at it from the top, you can definitely see some violet in there. Okay, and then we have some of this gorgeous rainbow purple, and just mixing that now, bringing all that powder up from below. And it should have all kinds of colours, sparkly colours in there. So we shall see. Okay, so that's good enough. That's all my sparklies. Definitely this one here is very interesting. This one I'm not so sure about. Okay, let's go. All right. Okay. So might start off with a puddle pour, or I'm just going to put a little bit of this resin on here, very thin, and just spread it with my hand. I like to do that because it just allows the resin to move nicely. Yeah, there's something there, not supposed to be there. very, very thin layer. It's pretty much just covering the, I'm just rubbing it in there. Oh, you girls are going to have to get out, Millie. Out. Out you go. Go on out. Good girl. Out. Out. Sorry, just talking to my dogs there because they want to come inside, and I'm working with resin, so they're not allowed. Okay, just kind of rub it in there. You'll see the difference doing this. You only need, for a small piece like this, about a tablespoon. Or even, well, about a tablespoon, and then just kind of rub it in there. And I keep finding these little bits there, so there you go. So that's now nicely covered, and now I can get cracking. So I wanted to put this, I actually might not even do the puddle pour. Not sure just yet. Oh, bugger it. Okay, puddle pour it is. Let's see what happens. Here comes that purple that was mixed with the spreader medium, and see how it's all separated and it's looking yuck. So I'm just going to pour some of this beautiful blueberry right in there. I'll let that move. I'm going to put the whole, I'm not going to repeat them. Just going to kind of put one on top of the other. That one's gone, that one's gone. And need a contrasting color, which is going to be this silver. Actually, let's put a bit of this in there and see what happens there. Just in the middle, tiny little bit. Oh yeah, that does look purple. Right in there. And then maybe some of this blue. I want to get rid of all of that because that's got that yucky separation happening because I mixed it with the, you know, spreader medium. Whoa, something happening here. Okay, torchy time. Oh, buggery. See, I got some little bits and pieces there. Get rid of them straight away. This is pretty cool. Wow, this is pretty cool. Okay, let's keep moving. I want to have lots of this red, so let's try the silver in the middle. This is a new silver I'm trying out. I don't want to put too much in there. It's quite metallic. Okay, so I need a little bit more here. Why are you back in here? Out you come. That's it. Good girl. Okay. Sorry guys, wait a minute. I've got to kick them out. Okay. Mum to the rescue. Right, so I've got that. See, I've got those little bits unseparated things. This is looking really awesome at the moment. Just like that. Wow. This is looking really, really interesting. Just like that. So, okay, let's keep going. Just looking at that, just the way they mingle together, just creating some really cool stuff. Let's get some of this lovely shimmery in there to spread that open a little bit. And I'll put a little, wow. It is kind of like a rainbow because I'm looking all those greens and some bit of blues. Let's go inside with this one now. Oh, this one's supposed to be a rainbow one. Good, I want to push that silver out more. I'm putting that whole thing in there. Good, 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 good. Excellent. Now, my red is supposed to be the queen in here. Let's see. Look at that red. Does that remind you a little bit of like an eye? There's just a... This should be black. Like the iris. Okay, I'm getting excited now. Okay, so that is that. Let's go. Haven't done this gold yet. Might just pop it. Oh, this gold is really pretty. So I've got the red there. A little bit of tiltage. It does look nice like that. Just I've got to stand up. Let me just heat it up a little bit with the torch. I know you can see all those little speckles, and that's from that pigment that was mixed with that spreader medium, and it kind of just made it clump up for some reason. But it's not worrying me here because I'm going to have a lot of sparkles and kind of glittery effect around there, so that's going to cover it. And you know, to be an artist, you've got to be able to fix things. You got to be able to fix up your muck-ups. So that's what you do. I quite really like that, and I want to. I think I'm going to have to plug in my my heat gun just to see. Maybe just a couple of drops of this right in the center. And need some of this sparkly stuff around. Really want to use it up. Let's just go around here with the sparklies. And that's gorgeous. And I might just put some in the middle as well to open that up. Like so. And some around here. Wow, that red and this together just made love and created this. Oh my goodness. So this one, not too sure of this one, so I'm just going to put it on the edge. Whenever you don't like a color, just put it right on the edge, and then when you know, you can get rid of it when you tilt. But it's actually not too bad now. Oh my gosh, it's actually quite pretty. There you go. I'm sorry I said I didn't like you. I actually really like you. You're so pretty. Don't you love it how I talk to my pigments? Oh my goodness, this is just so feminine. Okay, this is really interesting, this pigment. It's really pretty. Okay, definitely a keeper. And I want to use some more of this. Wow, that gold and that red, gorgeousness. So see, it's almost like all disappeared, all those little specks of things, because you can always fix everything. Whenever you have a problem with these little unmixed pigments or pigments separating, just use glitter or anything shiny. That fixes it. Put a little bit over there. I do like to use my lines, and there it is. I've got lots more of this red left, so I might just go around here a little bit. I've got these pipettes. Guys, I'm going to be putting these pipettes into a shop if you can't find them, because they are so handy. So look what happens. See? Just be careful you don't get any air bubbles in there, because then you get like a splatter of colour, and you don't want that. and then you can use, just spread it like that, and there you have it. And here as well. Okay, well this is really interesting. However, I've got lots of this red left. Might just tilt a little bit. Oh, I love that gold and that red. Oh my gosh, I've got to take a photo of this with my other phone. And just so that you can see that effect. It's super cool. And it's not even picking up the colour properly. Oh dear. Okay, so just want to use up whatever I've got left here, which is this really pretty sparkle, and just kind of drag it, and then I might tilt a little bit. Just want to see how this moves. The sparkles kind of stay, they don't move a lot because they're really heavy, so it's not really, oh look at that, it's looking really pretty there. I think I might get my my blowtorch and just move that a bit. Blowtorch plugged in, let's go. That worked. A little bit of extra. Work the treat now. I've got a little bit of that red left that I want to use some more around here. And you know, just to balance out the painting a little bit. Like so. A bit more here. Oops. And I just want to go around here and tidy that up a bit, like so. Absolutely love it. Maybe even a little bit over here just for fun. So a bit more of this purple torch. And what have I got left? I've got silver left, so I might just add some silver, kind of like maybe in the middle a little bit, just do that kind of thing. And I definitely want to put some around, so I'm going to use another pipette for that. Let's go. You can make a really nice fine line with these pipettes. Just be careful, like I said, the air bubbles, they're really annoying. So when it comes to like that, you don't want that, but it happens sometimes. And this is resin, so it's not going to be perfect, but it's still going to be perfect if you know what I'm saying. So I'm just doing these lines because I want to tidy up that red, which is, oops, Okay, well that was totally meant to be. And I definitely want some more of this, just get rid of some of that. And some more of that gold. I like that gold, especially with that red. Look at that. So I'm going to put some more gold around here. Let it mingle with the red and that silver, and some around here as well. Right, let's get the heat done. Super cool. These effects are just amazing. And you can see where these are dripping down. I absolutely love that, and I'm trying to make them all do that. So I might have to turn it around and get them to do that over on this side now. You can help it by just putting a little bit of, well, I don't have any, but you can probably help it by pulling it down a bit. And it'll make that effect. Get a little bit of pigment that's dropped on the ground, on the table, and then pull it down. Just works really well. I don't want to mess with this too much. I know I usually tend to do quite a lot, but to me, I think this is pretty simple, and wow, you can just see that whenever the light hits it, you can see some really interesting effects. I'm just gonna hit it a bit with the torch. That glitter's really cool, and the glitter's kind of dropped down, and some of it is sitting on the top, so it's pretty awesome. I've got a little bit of glitter left that I might just put over here, because those pesty unmixed pigments are showing, so just fix that. Now I did say that's because I used that Matisse, which sorry, I did say it's because I used the spreader medium, and when I mixed it, it worked really well on its own with the pigment, but when I put it together with the resin, it's made it split. So don't do that. Not that anybody would do that normally. I just wanted to test to see how it would work, and if it could be used to mix for acrylic paints, and you can. Hey, this is pretty cool. I like that. I like all those little things dripping out. I want a little bit of gold over here. This gold is really pretty. It's like a satin gold, and it's sitting on top of this, giving it a really cool illusion of a 3D effect just there, which is pretty awesome. Here it is, all done. This is just that last thing that I added, and then I just torched it, and then that was it. It's still very wet, only just finished, so yeah, very, very interesting. It's actually quite glittery. And try and see if you can see that glitter there. See how it's changing colours from like greens and blues. There's some yellows, golds, bit of reds. That's that rainbow glitter. It's got all kinds of colours in there. And this is that different glitter. It's got like a lot of blue and purple in it. Very interesting. Don't know if you can see the layers here with that gold just sitting on top of that clear, which is not really clear, it's just that glitter. And some effects. Really didn't try very hard. Super easy. So there you have it. That's it. I'll probably try and tilt it a little bit now and see if I can just straighten it up a little bit. But other than that, this is it. Thank you for watching, guys.